say at his best on the Opie and Anthony show. This is just, honestly, just a taste of how great he was for our radio show. I mean, simply put, Patrice, funniest man I've ever met in my life. Always funny. Funny off the air, funny on the air, just always funny. And what a lot of people don't realize, the best thinker I've ever met as well, which you're obviously going to see in the next 16 hours. We got a lot of his friends together to say a few words, right? So you'll be hearing a lot of comics talking about Patrice and just some of the amazing bits he did for the Opie and Anthony show. It's just quite a loss for us and the comedy community. Patrice was Patrice was what most people strive to be: honest, unafraid to be himself, offensive and unwavering, easy to laugh, and just so goddamn funny. And he's going to be missed. So I hope you enjoy the special that E-Rock and the rest of the guys put together for you. And let's not forget to pick up his new CD. It's called Mr. P. It's on iTunes and Amazon. You can pre-order now. People telling me it's brilliant, this CD that he put together before he died. This isn't something that, the family quickly put together because he died. This is something that Patrice wanted out there. And people are saying he just nailed it. So make sure you pick that up as well. And all right, here you go. Patrice O'Neal, our friend.
Remembering Patrice O'Neal, his greatest moments on O&A.
Opie and Anthony, Patrice O'Neal has joined the program, looking like a pimp. Looking like a pimp, but he's looking good. And now he's going around the room and talking about all of us and how we're dressed.
He looks like
y'all can step it up a little.
You look like every black guy in Easter.
He really does.
He looks like a float in a parade. That's horrible. Just because he's got a sport coat on. It's velvet, and it looks like Anthony's cousin's living room.
It really does. It looks like a couch in a coffee shop in the East Village.
I know, really. It's horrible. Is somebody doing spoken word on you later?
He really does look like antique furniture. Hold on.
I don't have to take this.
Leave short.
Button up my top button. Thank you, Anthony.
If you can, leave short stay motel curtains alone.
Oh, man.
Oh, what bastards. But Patrice explained why the suit, though. Because you want to be taken a little more seriously, right?
I was mad at the NBA when they made him wear suits. I was mad that they forced somebody to wear suits. But when Eddie Curry had a suit on one day, he was talking. I was listening. I never listen to Eddie Curry. It's just there's something that actually he looks good when you got on a sports coat. For some reason,
you're taking more seriously if you wear nicer clothes.
People listen to you more. Yeah,
here's the problem. He's almost 40.
I am. I'm 38. In the mirror. Don't you point at almost 40, 42.
I'm 39. But he stands in the mirror.
Still trying to grow a beard. It won't happen.
You want to make $1 million? You got to look like $1 million.
$1 million.
Hey, Patrice.
Reading books how to change your image and influence radio guys.
Dress for success.
What?
Dress for success. That's what Rob Bartlett told me when I started comedy.
Is that why you have a squirrel skin coat?
What happened?
Dress for success.
Is that why?
You dress like the Japanese on D-Day. You couldn't be dressed less for success.
And Bobby Kelly refuses to let me actually dress like
because
this. He won't let me dress nice.
I just don't like it. Listen. You're like Madonna. You go through these phases. You're wearing the hoodies with the team logos.
I don't go with a phase. I've been wearing hoodies for my entire life. Bobby's just upset because it's hard to find a 58 Portly.
No, Bob doesn't like his friends changing and growing up because Bob is very likes things like a group of buddies.
I don't like that at all. I'm the only one who got married out of you bunch of creeps.
Oh, really?
Listen. Oh, well. Yeah, but whatever.
Well, and you notice that Patrice has been trying on a few different hats.
Well, the hats, I think
the one he's got today is the one he really likes, though.
But that's what kills me. He walked in the cellar with a 10-gallon hat. I wanted to punch him in his face.
Bobby, you said the funniest thing ever. It almost made me leave and stop dressing like that, I had on I had a striped shirt with a checkered pants or something that was crazy. Yeah. He goes, "You look like you're trying to start your own line of barbecue sauce." It was the funniest thing I think Bobby had ever said in his life.
And with Bobby, it goes right back to food. You know,
he looked like No Country for Fat Men. Whoa. Wait, hold on. One more.
That joke made a garbage truck ride on the side of the street and kill 2 people.
I wish your jacket fell out of it.
And then you turn to hit your jacket.
Oh, boy. You dumb hats.
But he's digging this hat. He's had 3 different ones in the last month. I think he's going to stick with this one.
Hey, if I drink your jacket, will that help my kidneys? Cranberry.
Thanks, Voss.
Wow.
This is why I like dressing nice. But why do you? If this really was bad, Voss would never. I know it looks good because Norton is not trash.
It actually did. It looked better. I wanted to hate it, but I saw him on CW11, and it worked. Except the problem is this is what Patrice is. Patrice is fucking. Look
at Jimmy.
Jimmy's dropping F-bombs.
We're angry. Just makes us angry.
Why are my friends mad at me for wearing a sports jacket?
I thought they were going to do
trying.
When I saw you on CW11, I thought they were going to do the weather in front of you.
Oh, can you let Jimmy talk? I don't get it.
Damn, I had the green one.
Opie, take him out of the game.
It's too late.
The problem is Patrice is white trash. Because Patrice is tuxedo top with sweatpants when he's sitting at a desk. Like it's a nice jacket and a nice hat, but then he has blue jeans and frumpy sneakers. He dresses as nice as he has to at any given moment.
Maintain something.
Patrice, if you get on all fours, we can play Hold'em on your back.
The velvet.
I just didn't Wow. That was a sneaky good one.
Oh, damn.
I was getting nervous. I wasn't going to get anything for that. All right.
Tell him it's not.
Yeah, it's
I
hot
should have
in
went
here.
with blackjack.
It has nothing to do with success. It's just a new voice.
It's not hot in here. He's wearing curtains.
Look at him sweating.
All
right, well,
That was Jimmy's joke.
Thank you, Anthony, for publicly announcing that you like my new look.
I just thought the second you walked in, you had that on, you had your hat and your jacket on, and you were a bigger presence than you have been when you just walk in wearing your sports jersey and baseball cap.
He's 6'5", wearing red velvet. You're acting like it's a star quality when he's a spectacle
with a Jewish hat on.
Exactly.
No, there was some kind of a star quality.
Really?
Thank you.
You looked more impressive and important.
Yeah, we got to give it to you.
You look more important.
You got to work on
He
the
has a
jeans, but
Hasidic Jew hat on.
It looks like every guy Kojak arrested.
It really does.
all right. Hey,
He really stinks.
Remembering Patrice O'Neal, his greatest moments on O&A.
Hi, Leonard. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah.
Hi, Leonard. Congratulations on 50 years of service at McDonald's.
What?
Congratulations on 50 years of service at McDonald's.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. We saw the news story.
Did you?
Yes, and you've been there in the same store for 50 years?
50 years!
That's right. That's right.
Fantastic. How many days have you taken off? Have you ever taken a vacation?
Oh, yeah, I get vacations.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do on vacation, Leonard?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, my God.
What, do you work for the Opie and Anthony
black
Show?
man was in McDonald's.
Yes. Oh. Leonard, do you remember what year was the first Negro allowed in McDonald's?
Oh, I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Was it during the time you were there? Probably, right?
I would imagine.
Yeah, I would think so.
Before that, I don't know.
Hey, Leonard, do you like those people?
Do I like what?
Leonard!
Yeah.
Do you eat McDonald's every day?
Well, not every day.
No?
Most of the time, no, I do. A lot of times.
Do you get it for free?
If I'm working.
Oh, they don't give it to you for free if you're not working?
Leonard, what did your scumbag owners get you for 50 years of service?
What kind of gifts did you get?
What kind of what?
Gifts!
Well, I got some gift certificates, that's all.
That's it? For 50 years?
Told you. The shitty gifts.
Yeah,
What, gift certificates for what, Leonard?
for being here 50 years.
No, what were the gift certificates for?
Yeah, what can you get with them?
Right.
Food.
But you work at a McDonald's. Leonard, do you
Ask him, was he
remember?
happy with the gifts, man?
Do you remember when the bathroom said white and colored?
No.
Oh,
Heard that
just
one.
asking. A little history.
Was he? Did he deserve? Did you think he deserved more gifts?
Patrice, yell at him.
Leonard,
Yes.
were you satisfied with those with what you got for your 50 years of service?
Yeah, I was satisfied.
Did you think you?
He's not
now,
satisfied.
let me ask you a question, Leonard. Have you ever gone for a promotion?
No.
Why? You're only a
I
bus.
didn't want to.
Why?
I just didn't want to.
Did they ever offer you a better position at McDonald's?
Yeah, I was offered it twice.
What was the better position?
Being a manager.
A
You said no. Why, Leonard?
Yeah, why would you say no to that?
Isn't it more money?
Not that much.
So more aggravation, but not that much more money.
Yeah.
Now, if they had paid you maybe triple what you're making now, you might consider it.
Well, it could be, maybe.
Are you working now, Leonard?
I am.
Oh, you're working right now?
That's right.
Is your boss there?
Yeah.
Can we please speak with your boss?
You want to talk to my manager?
We would love to.
Susan.
Oh, is it a hole?
247. Damn, that's cheap. Did I hear 247?
It's a whole thing.
Hi, is the
Susan?
manager there?
I'm a manager.
What?
Susan, this is the Opie and Anthony show. We're very excited about Leonard and his 50 years of service, and we figured we would talk about him today.
Okay.
Now he's been there 50 years. How long have you been working as his boss?
22 years.
22 years. So about half of his tenure there has been under your leadership.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So you've been covering for his mistakes for the last 22 years?
Yeah.
See,
Now, did you have anything to do with the planning of this party that made the news?
I know our owner did it.
Oh, the owner did it. Oh, are you a little taken aback by the fact that he's been there 50 years and really didn't get that much?
I'm sorry, my phone was beeping in when you were talking.
All right.
Well,
Do you think he didn't get that much for having been there 50 years?
Oh, he gets a lot.
And Susan? Is your name
Yes.
Susan? The question, I'm trying to put this delicately. We saw the story, and we were touched by it, and we wanted to know if Leonard is... You can't say the same stuff you could say in 1940, which is, rhymes with E-arted. But is he a little slow or a little bit learning kind of disabled or anything like that?
No, but as you get a little old, you get a little handicap. You can't quite keep up.
But what about the 30 years before?
How hard is it to mop?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Like the 30 years before, like he's 68 now. How about when he was, say, 22 years ago, when he was, 45? 45?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Is his mind really sharp?
Yes.
Wow, am I wrong on this?
I think he's a shrewd guy. I just think we want to know why he never ascended to your level.
We want to know why he never got a real job.
A real job. This is a real job.
Well, maybe a promotion.
No, to your level. Why didn't he? Isn't he at least your same? Like, why wouldn't he go to management? That's what we're trying to figure out.
He didn't want to.
He didn't want to.
He was the maintenance man originally.
Maintenance man.
Wow.
And now he's like a busboy?
Now he can't lift and do the trash and do the maintenance, so now he's the lobby man.
Okay.
And what is that? What is his actual duties? What does he have to do?
He cleans the dining room, talks to the customers,
Yeah.
fills lids,
Talks to the
straws,
customer.
napkins, takes out.
Now, do you worry about him doing things to the burgers?
No, he don't go back with the burgers.
Oh, you don't let him fuck with the food?
He just to clean up.
Oh, Susan.
Don't let him touch the food.
We really want to know why he's just a cleanup guy. I mean, you got to let us
There's
in
a
on this.
story behind this that
Really?
not coming out. Why is he still just the cleanup guy?
That's what he can do.
Does he get?
Boy, they're not fessing up.
Susan's funny as hell.
Does he get touchy-feely with the rest of the employees?
Any human resources problems?
Oh, shit.
Is he trying to?
Susan's funny. She can't tell.
Is he trying to spread his own special sauce?
He's back there fucking the burgers.
No.
Susan's hilarious.
I like Susan.
Oh my God, man.
I like Susan.
Susan?
A lot.
Well, good old Leonard.
Susan.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, can we talk to Leonard again?
Yeah,
Thank you
just
so
put-
much.
Hey, you're welcome.
Put Leonard on a little more.
Make believe you're a corporate McDonald's guy and you're fire him, please. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Hello, Leonard.
Yeah, this is me again.
Hi, this is Bill Zamwick with McDonald's Corporation. How are you?
This is who?
Bill Zamwick.
Yes.
I'm with the McDonald's Corporation.
Oh, yes.
And you put in 50 years of service with us, I recently learned. And I just want to let you know something has come up. You know, we have been in a recession. You do understand this.
Have been what?
In a recession?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you've heard about that. Leonard, I'm very sorry. We're going to have to let you go.
Okay.
We're going to have to let you go. I'm heartbroken about this.
Okay.
The McDonald's Corporation recognizes your years of diligent service with the company, but you're going to have to clean out your stuff, and we'll let you finish out the week. But on Friday, I'm really sorry you're being terminated.
Okay. Who are you going to replace me with?
Well, we're doing away with the position. It is useless. It's been deemed redundant. There's other people that can do that. I really do apologize for this. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, why don't you just, something? Just pack up now and take off.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's pretty much over. Oh shit, dude! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
You gotta talk.
No, fuck him!
We don't have to call no one back.
Oh, he hung up. By the way, that wasn't open.
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
It's all right. What's he gonna do? Walk in front of a bus? Oh shit! Oh my god!
Crikey!
Crying. Oh no! What happened to Leonard? Hey, Leonard!
Oh, no!
Leonard jumped in front of a.
Oh, that was so sad.
You're fired.
Oh, poor Leonard.
so sad.
I think he really thought he was fired.
That's so sad.
I feel
Call
bad.
back.
No, I don't give
Call
a shit.
back. Please call
The
McDonald's
manager
back.
will tell him he's not fired.
Nope.
Or she'll call corporate and they'll go, he's been there what? Get rid of that motherfucker. He'll be fine. Not gonna know. She's probably talking to him right now.
Oh, my heart. That was so sad.
He's probably crying. He's like,
Oh, that was so
what if he
sad.
doesn't even talk to her and he throws himself on the grill or
Oh,
something?
he just starts cooking himself. That's so sad.
goes out like a burger. He's got so much grease in his clothes, he just goes up like a Hindu.
Oh, poor Leonard.
Poor Leonard. That was pretty fucking cold.
People asking if we're going to be on the air tomorrow.
I don't know.
That's what I was fucking thinking, man.
Didn't that sound like something we'd get fired for?
That sounded terrible.
Oh, come on.
Let's go
we
to
were
Mike in
funning with
Jersey.
him. Mike?
Yo, I've been listening to you guys for 12 years, and I've never, ever hit my limit, and you just hit my limit. you just told a retarded man who's worked for 50 years that you're going to be fired.
Oh, that's so
terrible. And you probably will be fired tomorrow.
I hope not.
Someone on instant feedback just writes, no prank calls, huh?
Hey,
Hey, fuck you, Stephen King. You enlightened us.
Yeah, fuck
We were inspired by Stephen King.
That's right.
Leonard.
I hope Leonard's okay.
Will you call McDonald's? Why won't we call McDonald's back and say Leonard was
There's
joking?
no fun in that. Carrie, what's up?
Yeah, it's the whole thing of not knowing.
Yeah.
Carrie, what's up?
We like going through our day wondering.
I want to thank you guys for the years of laughter. I've enjoyed your last program.
Thank you.
Shit.
I like being nervous every time the phone rings when I go home now.
Yeah.
I like the phone rings and I go, oh, shit.
Jimmy the Creep writes, that's what I love about the O&A show. Every show could be their last.
Reading from GenericShow.com. Leonard probably just went to his car and pulled a gun with a glove.
Oh, fuck balls, man. I'm telling y'all.
Oh, no, Leonard.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, poor Leonard. Like, he thinks they laid him off. I know.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah.
I know.
Oh, well, what can I tell you? Oh, well. Larry King is checking in, Anthony.
No, I meant a Hindu because sometimes Hindus like protest by dousing themselves in gas and lighting themselves on fire. Cat.
Larry.
Thanks. She thought I meant Hindenburg and said it wrong.
Okay. Gentlemen, how important are your jobs?
Oh, Larry.
Larry. It's a Strange Machine from Dallas writes, it's times like these I wish you guys had a hole.
Yeah, see, the hole would have been, oh, no, Leonard. It's okay, Leonard. You still have a job. Oh, no. I know.
Leonard's little old mental voice was just...
Well, let's see how...
He did sound a little like down. He was like,
Let's see the reach of the show. Anybody out there close to this McDonald's? You could, be a
go
reporter
there
on the
see
scene.
how Leonard is. Where's
I'm
the
curious.
McDonald's?
Yeah,
Crestwood, Missouri?
Someone just wrote that I bet you he just ran headfirst into the fryer-lator.
Fryer-lator. He just put his head in the fryer-lator.
Oh, John from Virginia. Tomorrow they're going to find Leonard hanging with the words, Leonard was here, carved into the wall. That's why we got the funniest listeners on radio, motherfuckers.
Oh, shit, Leonard was here. McDonald's redemption.
Oh, Jesus.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. I could picture Leonard riding his tricycle away in tears.
Oh, his big wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh,
So bad. I wish that character that I play on the radio didn't do that. Sometimes I pass by the McDonald's I used to work at, and I know I don't work there no more. I could smell the French fries and burgers, but it's long gone. My job's over. I was fired the other day by some stranger on the telephone. Life just goes too fast. I don't think they'll miss old Leonard much. So I'm leaving. Just gonna toss this rope over this beam and clumsily kick the fucking stool out with my old man shoes.
Instead of tossing the rope over the beam, he could toss his big tongue over the beam.
And he probably has
himself with his own tongue.
He probably has a pet sesame seed bun that he kept on his shoulder.
Oh, Anthony.
Yeah.
What would management say?
I have a comment, official comment.
Oh, sorry. I did so many bad things.
There.
You said something though in that that actually made it make sense for me.
Yeah.
I just got fired by a stranger on the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
He was talking to a radio station, and then all of a sudden, the manager gives him the phone. And
Susan is probably rolling right now.
It's one of the Susan's laughing her ass off.
Susan isn't appreciating the fact that this guy has been there 50 years. She's been doing all the work for 22 of those years.
That actually makes me feel better that you would actually add that. And here's the thing that's funny, that you had to figure it out yourself, like, oh shit, this is kind of dicey, but it's like, nah, a stranger just fired you? You fucking idiot.
It doesn't happen like that over the phone.
You know what,
the day after his big party.
Leonard is retarded.
Leonard's stupid.
Stephen S. from Bayshore again. I just pretend you were playing a tape of an old bit you did years ago. That's a good way to look at
it. She won't let him back with the food.
Huh?
She won't let him go back.
He fucks the
fucking
He's doing something. He's doing something. Oh, boy. Brian and Callie. Brian.
Puts his dick in the McNuggets.
Brian.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Good, man.
Hey,
Hey, guess who was the hole on that McCall McDonald's? Patrice O'Neal was the hole.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear that old man, you cruel piece of garbage? That motherfucker went, huh? If he believed it for a second, that's him. That retarded 50. He's been working at McDonald's longer than I've been alive. He has 50 years of grease under his nails.
Oh, shit.
And he thought he was fired. They won't let him back with the burgers. This motherfucker's a mess. You cocksucker! What? Jesus, evil bastards!
That was bad.
It was sad for a second.
Was sad. I was getting.
I didn't say
sad.
Stop, but I was sad.
His voice was like, okay, I'm fired. Okay.
Yeah, people are saying they can check out the McDonald's. Just go and check it out and call us, please.
Yeah,
Strange Machine in Dallas writes, hope you had a hell of a piss, Susan.
Fucking Fast Times. That's great. Oh, shit.
He'll probably hang himself from the arches. That's cigars and scotch.
Oh, man honored for 50 years of service at McDonald's and completely fucking torn down here in a matter of minutes.
Wow.
It's just
and the reason we called
years.
was because we were mad at the fucking owner.
When you go, Leonard, this is, I don't
even remember the name.
I'm from the main office. Leonard said he got happy. And then that's when I went, fuck. He went, yes? Yes?
Like this was his big. They finally noticed me after 50 years of service.
I'm gonna tell you what Leonard said.
They gave me cake, but here comes the car.
He was hoping. He said the same. He had the same excitement as the guy at the bottom of the ship. That was in the oil on Waterworld.
That motherfucker. We've got about 6 yards of the black stuff.
Leonard thought he was going to be killed.
Yeah.
And his family would be taken care of.
Right.
He went, yeah?
Yeah?
And then you was like, there is a recession. And he went, yeah? Oh, fuck. That's when it started hurting. And I'm like, don't do it. Just don't get him emotionally. If he had said, go fuck yourself, you're the radio guys, you would go, Leonard.
Yeah, Leonard's on to us.
You think Leonard might be, this is what's happening right now. Leonard is in the back crying on top of a box of FedEx
frozen
ketchup packets. and Susan's going, they were radio guys, Leonard. You're okay.
No, kid, get back.
She's consoling this fucking asshole while her garbage is piling up.
There's no trays left. They're all stacked up on the fucking garbage cans.
Oh, fuck balls, man.
Oh, Leonard's wiping his tears with that fucking jersey he hasn't taken off.
Oh, it made me feel so fucking bad, man.
I'm going to feel bad when I leave. That's how this show works. In this fucking studio, I'm impervious to guilt.
Yeah, because
the second I leave, I start going, why did I do that?
No, why? And because this studio is filled with evil.
Yes.
And then you go outside, it's a bright sunny day, you see normal people,
There's
like
good
normal
out
human
there.
beings, and you get sucked into that whole thing. We're getting an update. Scott in Missouri. Scott.
Holy shit. Guys, I really hope that was fucking Leonard I just saw at the bus stop. I'm not shitting you. I just drove through Crestwood, Missouri. I live here in St. Louis. I'm listening to you on the iPhone, so it's delayed a little bit.
Right.
As I'm driving along, just as you're saying this shit, about 150 yards down the road, there's an old guy walking up to a bus stop in a McDonald's uniform. I don't know if it's fucking Leonard, but I'm not shitting you. It could have been an old fucker going to work, but if that was Leonard...
Maybe his shift's over.
Right.
Oh, no.
Really, his shift's over? Was he start at 3:30 in the morning? Oh, no. Oh, no.
I know. Leonard. What happened to Leonard? I know. He thinks we tossed him one in the freckle.
I love that we got to Patrice. You get to see it on his face.
Because it's just that old man went, yeah?
Yeah? He was very excited at first.
Remembering Patrice O'Neal, his greatest moments on O&A.
I guess we start with, I don't even know, man.
That news story, that Fox story was perfect.
You like that?
That is true.
Kevin from Connecticut, I mean, in the end, we got to try to laugh. Kevin writes, Patrice looked terrible for 14 years old.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You want to play that?
Yeah, play that
maybe
clip.
Kickstart us and get us going.
Yeah,
obviously, we lost our dear friend, Patrice O'Neal.
You're kidding.
And this was, I just told Jimmy and Ant, this was the only laugh I had yesterday. The only one. It was just a horrible day.
Because again, the news.
Because
again.
And you know what? Of course.
Of course.
Just listen very closely to this clip.
Yeah.
Sad news tonight from the entertainment world. Comedian Patrice O'Neal has died. O'Neal died this morning from complications from a stroke he suffered last month. The Boston native appeared in September's Comedy Central's roast of Charlie Sheen, where his struggle with diabetes was a punchline for many jokes. O'Neal was a well-known presence on talk shows in the stand-up industry and was a frequent guest on the Opie and Anthony radio show. He was 14 years old.
That's a hell of a career.
14.
What were you doing at 14? You didn't do all that at 14.
No.
I knew I liked him for a reason.
Uncle Paul squeezed a career into 14 short years.
I was a caddy at 14. I thought that was impressive.
Amazing.
He's doing stand-up and roasts, and radio shows, and
14.
movies, and 14 years old.
Oh, my God. Twitter was a buzz yesterday.
Well, I guess we got to back up to, our Patrice had the stroke on, what was it, like October 18th?
26. I want to say it was 20-something, but I don't remember.
Yeah. And we all knew at the time that it was not going to be fucking good, man. And we'd just been all hanging around, just waiting for the inevitable.
Yeah, you kind of hope, And
then yesterday, Jimmy, I just knew when Jimmy grabbed his phone and ran out of the studio yesterday. But then Jimmy didn't really tell us.
Yeah, I figured
which
you knew.
Which was pretty amazing, because you're way better at it than me, because then you told me, and I'm bawling for the first time, and I can't even tell you the last time I fucking cried. And then we did the Gary Oldman interview.
You're right, yeah.
That was the longest 40 minutes of my life, just sitting here. And it's a big fucking star. It turned out to be a great interview in the end.
The reason is, by the way, people asked about it, and they had a legit question, like, why would you not just say it? Because I wanted to make sure that his family, because I got the call from Matt Frost, who's his agent.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that the family was okay with it, because it's not about getting the news out there. It was about what his family wanted. And he talked to Vaughn, and Vaughn had wanted to tell their daughter, or her stepdaughter, herself.
Yeah.
She didn't want her to hear and she was in school.
Yeah,
so she didn't want it to be blown up on Twitter. So out of respect for what she requested, I knew the story would be out by the time we came on today, but that was the important thing, was that she wanted to get to her daughter first. So that was why we continued with the show, and I didn't say anything to the guy. I finally told Ope, because I knew you knew, and I even think Sam could see it. But I couldn't. I figured after the show, I'll tell you as soon as 10 is on, I'll say it. Mm-hmm. But at the bathroom, Ope asked me, and I'm not going to lie, and I know I was being obvious.
I totally got it. I mean, you rarely run out of the studio with your phone. Every once in a while, you might have a problem with a gig or traveling, or someone has to reschedule
test results,
but not like yesterday.
I didn't want to. But that was why we got some questions about it, and it was a fair question. Like, how could you interview Gary Oldman after that? But that was. I was grateful he was in, because it was it
was almost a distraction, right?
Oh yeah.
I think if it was just me, you, and Ann at that point, no way.
I would have wanted to end the show.
Yeah, we probably would have abruptly got the fuck out of here.
That would have been.
But that was a distraction to have Gary in.
So
So it is what it is, as a lot of people like to say.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
I mean,
sucks.
You knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. He was not in good shape, and people were asking for updates, but there really wasn't much to tell.
No.
I knew it was really, really bad. But again, when the family requests something, or
you got to do what they,
than what anybody wants.
They want.
So it was just a bad place for him to be, and I was. I didn't want my friend to die, but if the option was that, or to live in a bad way.
I know.
To move or whatever happened. His strokes are motherfuckers, man. When you have a stroke in the wrong place, it's terrible. Look at Dick Clark. Like, he had it in the right place, quote unquote, to live and function. But if you have it in the wrong place, you fucking.
It's just bad. Especially someone like him. You don't want to, you definitely don't want him that fucked up.
That giant fucking mind and loud voice to be. You can't have it. You can't have it.
Just like that?
You can't have it. It's
to continue.
It's worse. No, silence. I mean, you just can't be alive and have that.
No. It's terrible.
We only saw him once. We went to the hospital the day it happened. We got a call from Bob Kelly. Like we told you, we said we didn't know where the hospital was. We did. The reason we said that was because the family didn't want people, and this was legit. Right. They were afraid that people would, meaning well, would show up at the hospital, because what was happening is I know his blood pressure was going up and down, and they just didn't want people showing up at the hospital. They didn't want people showing up to make amends. Sometimes when someone's in a bad way or very, very sick, people show up to try to say they're sorry or I love you or whatever it is, and they just didn't want any of that, and the doctors didn't want it. So that's why we didn't know where he was. We weren't seeing him. We weren't allowed in, and finally we went last week, and we went and saw him, and he was, he actually looked oddly, and people say he looked okay. I knew he was, at the end, but he was thinner, and he had a beard, which looked better on him than I would have thought. You know what I mean? Like I would have thought Patrice looked horrible in a beard. He actually looked okay in a beard. And it was his mom and his sister, and Vaughn, and then a couple of the guys went through and saw him after that over the next few days. But we didn't talk to him morbidly. It wasn't, goodbye, bro. It was none of that stuff, because I didn't know at that point if he was able to hear or not. And there's nothing worse. Like, you kept all emotions outside the room, because there's nothing worse than when you're laying there and people
are losing their shit,
bawling over you.
Right.
It's just terrible. It's like, how fucking bad do I look? It's just you don't want that.
Right.
So we just saw him for about 10 minutes, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I saw him. Yeah. But I mean, there was nothing to be done. I told everybody was asking for him, and I don't know if he heard it or not. I hope he did.
Yeah. You just don't fucking know.
No.
Terrible. Fuck.
That's really young, though, man. Geraldo, too. It's like, fucking.
I know, right?
Mike DiStefano. It's like, all these guys are young.
Yeah.
DiStefano, I think, was he just under 50? I think he was.
Yeah, I think they were all in their 40s, right?
Patrice is a rough one, though.
This is,
oh, yeah.
We've all lost people. I mean, every fucking person listening to our voices, but for some reason, this one is really fucking rough.
Yeah, it's kind of a, testament to who he was. That everybody is taking it so hard.
The fucking guy is just so full of life. He took over a room. Just fucking took over a room wherever he went. Wherever the fucking guy went. I remember when I first met him at NEW, Jimmy brought him in. I was scared shitless of the guy. He was so intimidating.
No, Voss did. I was actually out that day, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I meant the first day he came in.
Voss brought him in officially?
Yes, I believe Rich Voss did the first time.
I always thought it was you.
No, we had talked about him and stuff, but I think Rich did the first time.
And he came through that door, and I'm like, holy fuck, what is this big black guy about?
Gonna be trouble.
I was fucking intimidated for a long time. Probably the first year Patrice did the show, I was always intimidated.
Really?
And then you really got to know him and realize that in the end, fucking, he was a softie, man.
Yeah.
And I mean that as a compliment. He was a softie and had a great heart, an amazing heart. And
a lot of people didn't have good first impressions of Patrice.
No, I think Bill Burr tweeted that last night, saying it was always fun to watch people meet Patrice for the first time, because he was he would just take over, man, physically and just emotionally, and
there was no buffer period between like where he would meet you and then start giving you shit.
Right.
It was just immediate.
Yeah, it really was.
He'd call you out in a second.
And it's funny you should say that. You had to have your shit together when he was around.
Oh, yeah.
Because he would call you out on everything from your dumb shirt to your stupid joke.
Yeah.
He would call you out on it.
Yeah, he was a lot of guys, we were joking last night at the Cellar. I said, there's as many comedians happy tonight as there are sad. Guys that he had just really told about themselves. He could be very harsh, but, the worst thing you could do with him was underestimate how smart he was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he's a loud dude and a big black guy, and, and he's silly. He never minded being silly. If you argued with him and you didn't realize what a smart guy he was, you were going to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I watched him embarrass some people horribly. Like the type, beyond embarrassment of slipping on the ice, the type of embarrassment where you're stripped nude and you're exposed as being a fraud.
Right.
Like where your entire existence is opened up as being not important.
He was able to do that with just a look, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he could, if somebody was being stupid, he would turn around
not even acknowledge the person, and give that fucking look to you like, what the is this person? What? Really?
They would just dismiss you with one glare.
With that look.
With
fucking hilarious.
I know I never got one over on him, ever. Never.
No.
Not a one.
Colin had a very funny tweet about him. Can you grab Colin's Twitter feed? He had, I don't know how many he sent out yesterday, but he sent out one that I thought was very... Did you have it up?
No. I don't have that one.
That fucking Mad Magazine.
I got tweets
thing that you had from Tough Crowd is hilarious.
This is thanks to everybody for the Patrice O'Neal comments. One of a kind. In heaven right now, charming half and infuriating half, then reversing.
Yeah.
And that really then reversing.
Then reversing is classic. Fucking classic.
That is exactly a perfect summation of Patrice.
I would go home so tired after he did our show. Just because he challenged you, man, to be on your fucking toes. You had to bring up your emotion. You had to be in it, you know? And mentally, I would go home, like, just knowing I had the best fucking time, and also just being exhausted from him. Just how he twisted shit. Just twisted little things in pop culture that you never thought of before. And people were last night, they're like, what was your favorite Patrice moment? I mean,
please.
I realized late last night I can't put my finger on one because I start thinking of a few, and then all of a sudden another 5 or 6 pop up in your head.
Yeah.
I guess this weekend we're just going to play nothing but Patrice.
Yeah.
On this channel. So
I find it hard to listen or watch videos like right now. I could read shit like when people tweet shit and they're like, "Oh, remember this one," and then you kind of play it in your head and hear the voice and everything like that. But to watch videos right now, it's still too.
It's a little tough.
Too soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that one of him laughing.
I know, yeah.
That's it's probably my favorite video of him because that, to me, like, that's the guy I know.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, because a lot of people were scared of him. He was mean, he was but
God.
that fucking silly motherfucker, like the guy falling on the floor, genuinely falling on the floor,
right?
Laughing at Bobo's dick. Like, that's the guy. If you ask me to sum up Patrice and what I know, that's him. In that moment. And I had a few moments with him like that in our existence together, you know. In Brazil, laughing at this guy Evan trying to speak Portuguese. We laughed like that. And Will Sylvans, who loved him and was his roommate, when we saw his bunions on his feet. We all came in and his feet had the worst bunions ever. And we probably laughed like that for 15 minutes.
That was one of his qualities. I mean, he was tough, but if he found you funny or something you said funny, man, he would absolutely give it to you, you know?
Yeah.
He would absolutely make sure you know that was fucking funny. And that laugh would come out, man.
He wasn't afraid of funny people. He wasn't afraid to be around funny people. Yeah. Funny people never are. Like, he embraced funny people, and he loved being in that environment, and he loved being made fun of, and he loved teasing people.
Oh, yeah.
More than anything, he loved to tease somebody.
Much, that was his one thing that he really loved doing.
And he would say it in that schoolyard vernacular. He would say it like, I just love to tease people. Like, you're 40.
14.
Yeah, 14, I apologize.
Yes, 14.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Our tribute continues with more moments from Patrice O'Neal on the Opie and Anthony Show after this. You're listening to the Opie and Anthony channel. Our tribute to the life of Patrice O'Neal continues with more of his greatest appearances on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Well, no, we're talking about Wesley Snipes.
We did talk about.
We're gonna seg into that.
He gets 3 years.
Yeah, you can't put Blade away though for 3 years,
which I think
and
is
3 federal years.
That's a long time.
Here's the story. This is why he said he didn't feel like he had to pay taxes.
The government alleges Snipes owes nearly $3 million in back taxes.
For over 8 years, he engaged in numerous steps of tax defiance conduct. Everything from submitting bogus bills of exchange to the government, to accusing the government that the actual tax prosecutors are at risk if they go after him, to filing frivolous documents for years on end.
He claimed he didn't have to pay taxes, arguing the government has no right to collect. He was acquitted in February of 5 additional charges, including felony tax fraud and conspiracy. For now, Snipes is free. He'll be notified when he has to surrender to authorities.
That always
That always makes me laugh.
What?
It's like, well, you're free to go. You're going to do 3 years. We're going to put you in prison for 3 years. But hang out. We'll give you a call when we want you to
Oh, my God.
report in.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Just bang everything in sight?
And how do you sleep?
Knowing
I'd be staring at the ceiling just like, oh,
do
boy.
I get the call tomorrow morning?
Looking at the clock, just going, there's another minute of freedom.
I don't know much about him. I haven't read about him in over the years, but is he all right in the head? Why would he take a chance like that?
To hold on to his money?
We all hate paying taxes, but why would you actually take a chance like that?
To hold on to your money.
I tell you what, you don't understand money till much later. Where I'm from.
Is that it?
Yeah, and Wesley is from where I'm from. He's from the hood.
Yeah.
And you just don't. I'm paying for my N-word rich.
Hey, you said
I was N-word rich.
Yeah.
Patrice, you said in the office that this is going to affect the movie business.
Are you serious?
In what way? I don't know.
A lot of empty straight to DVD cases. Steven Seagal's like, yes!
Yeah, Wesley's been putting out some garbage.
Oh my God, he's been putting out movies called, and everything has "or" at the end. The decapitator, the agitator, the elevator, the exterminator.
Now we gotta look up his movies.
It's always him.
Yeah.
Well, there is the contractor and the detonator. God, the guy's he's on to something.
And all
That's the first two movies I see: a detonator,
the tax evador,
and the contractor. But got the "or" at the end.
All the boxes, right?
Yeah.
Have him. There's an explosion of something blown up
behind it, right?
And a white woman that's sweaty, like on the side of him, on every movie box. So you know him and Van Damme, who became a
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Stallone has become a straight to video guy.
Yeah,
a straight to DVD guy.
Yep. For some reason, that doesn't have. It's still just awful to have your movie go straight to DVD, but it doesn't have as big a negative thing as it used to.
It is bad.
It's really bad, but it used to be just crazy bad. But now it's
it has to go, even if it goes to the theater for 3 days.
Right.
It has to be in Wesley, first of all, how do you make enough money from that to owe the government millions?
That was his Blade money.
Because Blade has been the only thing that's not been straight to DVD for him.
Yeah, Blade is huge.
Really fast. Blade came out 10 years ago, by the way. After that, it was Future Sport, The Art of War, Disappearing Acts, Liberty Stands Still, Zigzag. Then he finally got Blade 2 out there. Undisputed, Unstoppable.
Then Blade 3.
Then Blade Trinity. And then
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Have you ever heard that has that ever been at the AMC theater?
Have you heard of 7 Seconds or The Marksman or Chaos? The Detonator? Hard Luck? The Contractor?
He must have been getting paid with
Gallo Walker.
Yeah.
And
he must have been selling those out the back of his truck.
He's just getting piles of cash.
And Steven Seagal got the same movies that come to DVD, and you don't know it's on until it comes on USA.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do... At some point...
You're like, when did he make this?
He stopped doing karate.
Yeah.
And he just stands with his hands folded over his gut, and he just goes...
Yeah.
Zip zap zim zang. And that awful... Those plugs that he had... his other hair's falling out now?
Yeah.
So he just has the plugs still
Plugs
there,
in the front.
but the other hair is... So now the plugs are like a peninsula.
He's got an atoll.
When did Wesley make $40 million from these movies?
Got to be Blade money.
He
got to be Blade money.
Yeah.
That Blade series is huge. Huge.
Well, when he gets out, he's going to have to do The Protector 2.
So that's happening.
How do you
today.
think he'll hold up in prison?
He'll be all
Wesley
right.
can fight.
Yeah.
It's like some 5th degree.
Oh, okay. He'll do all right.
Which is why his career, by the way.
Isn't he going to kind of a country club type prison, though, you think?
No.
Dude.
You think he's going...
Federal lockup.
Yeah.
He's doing the real deal, huh?
Yeah,
Federal
drug
lockup.
dealers in Fed prisons, man.
Yeah.
But Wesley can fight. He's going to have... he might have to, but he can fight.
Hey.
Wesley Snipes, think he's going to be having a good time?
One flag!
No.
Only one flag.
One
Fine
flag.
for Wesley.
One flag.
What if Wesley decides to, bolt?
2 flags.
Only two
Just
flags?
2 flags.
If he
no.
gets out of the country?
No, well, oh, you didn't say if he made it.
And where's he gonna hide? In the Congo?
Yeah, where's he going?
They don't have spas in the Congo. Wesley's a star.
He's used to, that's got to be the worst. Sitting there, here's your first night in prison. You know you got 3 years to go. You're sitting on that nasty bed. You just sitting there going, I remember having 3 white women in my trailer during, Blade.
And some goofy ass asking you about, hey man, does Woody really smoke that much weed?
Yeah. Cavassier.
He probably has to have a roommate.
He's sitting there just, thinking about all the people, the scrubs that would have to bring him stuff when he snapped his fingers, just like, hey, kid, get me a latte.
Do you really think white men can't jump? And is there a lot of money on that train, for real?
And there he is in the joint.
You do. Hey, man, let me ask you something. How come you can live in the day and the other ones can't? Tell me, you never really explain that. You never really explain that.
Gotta explain every dumb movie he's ever been in.
Yo, you ain't so bad without your sword. Oh, damn. And he'd just be like, here it goes. Now I gotta fight. Yeah, you look like you kicked a lot of ass in that movie.
Hey, how come you didn't just get frozen? How come you just didn't get frozen like Demolition Man?
Well, it was a picture. It was a movie I was making. And
if I could get frozen like y'all, come back in the year 2322. Cars be flying. You stupid, Wesley. You and Stallone shit got frozen like you did in that movie. Come out and beat up the cops because they don't know nothing about what you do.
Yeah.
You should have got frozen and came back when there's no such thing as taxes.
I'd have waited till the statute of limitations was up on the tax crap. Wesley, he's right. You is stupid.
How'd you get caught? Why didn't you just go to your Blade lair? And have Chris Christopherson hide you.
Yeah, that old Bobby McGee writing mother.
Wait a minute. Nigga, you better not bite me when I'm asleep.
The sad part of this is the first 5 minutes of a 3-year sentence.
Yeah, 3 year sentence.
This is just the first 5 minutes.
Is someone gonna squirrel up some of that serum for you so you ain't gotta be biting people?
I know who can get I know who can get your hunger serum.
Get that serum that keep you from biting people.
You gotta talk to the Mexican mafia.
I know they could squirrel that. I know this chick.
Don't bite them because you get that tattoo ink all in your bloodstream.
And Wesley's just sitting there like, oh, damn. I remember one time just 6 breasts in my face, white as snow.
He being a prison barber. The dude flicks the papers over there. So what you want? You want the blade cut? Or the Demolition Man? Because dye is expensive. That'll be 17 cigarettes for the Demolition Man and 10 for the blade cut. Or you can get the one from Bad. Because you just had a regular cut in Bad.
No, man. I just want just a haircut, man. Just a haircut. Oh.
What's up, my brother?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How much you bench, man? Just in the weight room and.
Yeah, ain't no Bowflexes up in here.
Yeah, you look a lot strong in Blade.
And even the guard said, when he comes in, the guard got him. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to jump over the fence like you do in Blade. Everything is one of his movies.
Yeah, they just gotta get on him about that all the time now. He'll just be there like, he's just got one scratched in his wall. He's got 1,000 to go.
4 days. Oh
Poor Wesley.
The Aryan Brotherhood comes up.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Snipes? How are you? I heard you think we can't jump.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I didn't say it was just a movie.
Yeah, we're gonna see how high you can jump.
I love your movies there, boy. Them some good movies.
I see you beat up a lot of white people in that movie, didn't you?
Oh, Wesley's just.
They get a nice prison football team. He might be in with Vic, because Vic's in the Fed joint.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Part of the celebrity wing.
Yeah, they probably do have a celebrity wing.
We continue with more of our tribute to Patrice O'Neal.
Joining Opie, Anthony, and Jim Norton in this segment is comedian Rich Voss.
Rich Voss is on the line. Mr. Voss, how are you, sir?
How's it going?
Hey, buddy. Well, we're just trying to, I don't know what we're trying to do. We're here, though. How are you, buddy?
I've had nonstop anxiety. I'm devastated. And it's all because I spelled his name wrong.
Yes. Only Rich.
I guess.
Only Rich.
I don't know who had it, but Huffington Post had like everyone's tweets. I think it was them.
Yeah.
And Rich was the only one that spelled it wrong.
Spelled his name wrong. But that's
honestly,
perfect, Rich.
Yeah.
You coming from you, that's perfect.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had it any other way.
Yes.
And I didn't even know this Huffington Post thing. I'm in there at home late last night. I'm looking at it. There's some nice whatever tweets, this and that. And I said to Bonnie, I go, this media, I'm one of his best friends in the world. And she said, well, they might have put it in if you didn't spell his name wrong, stupid. But, it's hard for me to show emotions. You guys know that.
Right.
And when I'm, when I get the news in the morning, I'm really sad. And, I'm trying to go about my day, and I'm in the parking lot of Dunkin' Donuts writing this, and all of a sudden, tears and snot and everything's running down my nose. But then I'm thinking, well, maybe the Giants will bounce back next week. So, it's really probably the most devastated I've ever felt in my life. I don't know, nothing like this has ever happened, even with anybody in my family. I was never as close to anybody as of now in my life in my family as I was to him. And like I said in the dumb tweet, the most fun I've ever had in my life. He was involved. Norton was involved. But there were times we stood outside of Boston Comedy Club, and people in their apartments were yelling at us to shut up. Right. They were hanging out the window, shut up, and we're just out there. Me.
Did you feel like you were on stage?
Yeah, me, you, Keith, fucking Bobby.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was just the most fun. There's nothing with him but good memories.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's nothing but good memories. The last time I did radio with you guys and him, I was kind of upset he didn't shut his face as he was smashing me the whole day. And of course, I'm driving home thinking, well, I should have said this or I should have said that. But nothing but good memories, and the most fun in my life as a comic because the most fun of my life is from being a comic.
Yeah,
most fun from being a comic.
I got to ask you guys something, because what I've heard a lot in the last month or so is this one really hurts. And you guys are in the world more than us, although we get a taste of it, where you've seen a lot of guys die young.
Yeah.
But a lot of you guys are saying this one really fucking hurts, and I've said the exact same fucking thing. This one really fucking stings, and I want to know why.
One, it came out of nowhere.
I had to ask him.
Out of nowhere.
More for Jimmy, because Jimmy articulated, but
the last thing you saw
it's on a roll.
The last thing you saw Patrice do on TV was that roast.
Yeah.
He completely stole the whole roast.
Right.
Completely. So, you're at his bar because he's bigger than life. And I said this too.
He's what, Rich? I didn't hear. He's bigger what?
Bigger than life.
Right, yes.
When Patrice was around, like when we sit at the cellar, and like last night we were there, we're having a good time. But when Patrice was around, you really had to step up your game. It wasn't like, hey, because if you even, whatever, it was just like the nucleus of the whole thing. And I hate to put, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. You're not wrong either, man. He was, it really was. He was too big a focal point. too loud a guy, too big a presence.
Yeah.
It's the worst one. And I've had a lot of people I love. A lot of people I love have died. But this one, I think, is the hardest, at least up to this point.
And when you say he was the focal point, I mean, we all know people that are just loud, and you're like, shut the fuck up. With him, it was effortless. You know what I mean? It was effortless with him. He wasn't trying to force himself into situations or any of that crap. He was just who he was.
Someone just wrote, the funny thing is Patrice would be slamming Voss right now.
Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going to Myrtle Beach to play golf, because
oh shit.
That's because when someone passes away, all you have to say is that's what they would have wanted. Like nobody
yes,
knows.
you would play golf.
That's right.
Yeah. The last time I spoke to Patrice, she said play as much golf as you possibly can.
As opposed to at Friday and Saturday nights, it's when you should play it.
Find a night course.
It was always fun. We were in one time we were in Amsterdam. And I mean, and so is Norton, but I've been in Amsterdam.
I never went there.
And Patrice, and Brazil with Patrice. But we were in Amsterdam, and we're done. We were taping a TV show or doing a show, and we're done with it. And we go, let's go to the window, the red light district. And Lisa Lambanelli's like, can I go? And Patrice laid into her, like, are you out of your mind? Why would we bring you? So now she's in the bathroom crying, and I figured, well, I'll go in to console her, so I could just check out the hot girls going into the bathroom, right? And it was like, there was no way he was letting her come with us to the red light district. Not that we were doing anything, we were just going to go sightseeing. And he never held back. He never held back.
Yeah, him and Lisa had a really weird adversarial relationship.
Yeah.
And he felt bad about it, though. At one point, Patrice went through a thing where he felt really bad about a lot of the, because like most people, you don't sometimes think, and as you get a couple years older, he felt really bad about that. Like, and he apologized to Lisa, and like in Florida, on the Young Ron and Paul show, or Young Paul, I always mix it up, but she was on, and Patrice was supposed to come on, and she didn't want to be in the room when he was there. Like, she was scared of him.
Wow.
And he's like, what am I doing? Like it just struck him as to how shitty it was that they had that relationship. And he said I think he said he was sorry to her. And they made up, and, I'm glad for him that he did that, and I'm glad for her.
Well, a lot of people in the 12-step program call that making the pants.
Yeah, I understand that, but he wasn't, he wasn't sober. He didn't need to be sober. He wasn't an alcoholic.
No, not at all. But I mean, it was always fun. And I don't think when he did that in Amsterdam it was personal. It was just that, hey, this is dudes. We're going to go to the red light district. If it would have been any female, he would have done.
Yeah.
He would have been, no, you're not coming.
He gave her a hard time, though. He gave Lisa a hard time, and she'll tell you that, and he would have told you that.
Well, I know, but we all give each other a hard time. We were at Caroline's years ago, and I was hosting. He was on the show, and he went up, and his whole set was smashing me and how I slobber, and he's up there doing his act with a speech impediment. And I've never been as mad as I've ever been in my life. And I went up there, and I was just like, I couldn't even, But there was times at Caroline's, we used to do this bit, me and Patrice, where he would go on, if I was hosting, he'd go on stage, and he'd kill no matter what. And then I'd go on after him, and I'd start, talking with somebody in the audience, and I would say something like, oh, look at the size of your eyes, one of my dumb bits. And in the back, you'd hear, Jesus, at the top of his lungs. Jesus, maybe he has that eye disease, right? And then I would say something to somebody else, and you'd hear, Jesus, right? And it was the most fun how we would go back and forth, and it was so unforced. He just made it seem like it was supposed to happen.
I remember him sitting back by the where the dressing room is at Caroline's, just right where you guys come out, and sitting back there and just trashing Rich as he was doing his act. Just sitting there going, "Shut up, shut up."
Was he with us that horrible New Year's Eve?
Yes.
And we went to the worst restaurant of our lives.
Yeah, you had a mouthful of herring or some shit.
Wait, was I with you guys then? We met you and your ex-girlfriend years ago.
Yeah.
2000. We were off the air at that point.
We all went out. That was it. Yeah, it was with Melinda at the time.
Yes.
And we were walking down the street, and There was some homeless people, of course, out on the street, and we passed by, I guess, a couple of black homeless people, and then Melinda pulled out a $5 and gave it to one of the white homeless people, and Patrice just laid into it. So, oh, look at you, you're a sweet little racist. And just started fucking pounding it. It was hilarious. Yeah, we ended up in some shitty diner on New Year's Eve. How depressing was that?
That was terrible, that diner.
That was awful.
It was very, very bad food. I was so disappointed. I had my heart set on some good food.
Yeah.
You got a shitty diner.
Yeah, New Year's Eve with the one host from the radio show you don't want to be with as much as the other one, but the other one, who knows what he's doing because he can't make a commitment. Yeah, he probably had a fever or something wrong with his finger, so he stayed in that night. So you're out with the other full-blown alcoholic. And it didn't really matter what you were eating because he was going to throw it up later anyway.
Shit, an asshole.
One night.
It's odd that you even bring up the fact with drinking and the fact that Patrice didn't drink, but the only time I saw him drink was at a party at my house. We were drinking Guinness, and he was like, I want to try one of those. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I gave him a Guinness, and I just remember he sat in that big leather chair. I have this big fucking leather chair. No one sits in it in my house. And he fucking kicked back in this thing and drank a Guinness, and it was just really a cool fucking thing to hang out and actually have a beer with Patrice. That was fun.
I don't know if I ever saw him drink. I mean, maybe in Brazil. We did Brazil, I think, 3 times together. At least twice, I think 3. And he might have on one occasion had a few sips. I don't remember, but he was not a drinker.
No, the funny thing was, he's such a big guy, and he had quite a little buzz on after one pint of Guinness.
What a lightweight.
Oh, I know. He just got that. His eyes were at half mast, and he got that big smile on his face, and everything was hilarious. And it was kind of cool watching him sit in that giant chair, drinking.
We were in Amsterdam, and I'm with another comic from England. I told this story before. From England, his name's John Seeley or whatever. English comic.
John.
So funny guy. So we're in the red light district, me and him. And for some reason, I wasn't going in that night. I just was hanging out with him. So this guy, John, goes into into a window, and he's doing whatever with the prostitute. And after he's smoking pot with her, and the prostitute says to him, what do you do? And this is, one prostitute out of a million. And John says, I'm a comedian. And the prostitute goes, do you know Patrice? Out of all the people.
A prostitute.
In a window in Amsterdam. You know Patrice? And John said, yeah. And then the prostitute said, he made me cry in the bathroom. What are the odds? Just nothing but great stories. It's devastating. This is, like Norton says, he was bigger than life. No, I said that.
Sorry, larger than life is an expression we've probably both embraced at one point.
Sure. Yes.
Between us, we're 90.
Yeah, that's true. So, anyhow, I'm driving to the stupid airport. And when I get to the airport, I got to do a call into some radio show on Myrtle Beach, but not about this. So it's going to be, and it's going to be the guy and the girl, and they're going to be all happy.
Oh, God.
In the middle of it, I'll probably just start crying. And what's wrong? Well, besides the fact I'm talking to you two, that's what I'll tell them.
Well, why not,
just go with it.
Tell them what's going on. Like, I have to do radio after this. I have to do a phoner to promote a gig. And so I can't pretend it's not happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck those little zoo crews, the morning shows. If they can't handle a
real moment. Oh, boy.
Fuck them. They don't deserve to. They deserve what they get, which is nothing.
Exactly.
Well, that's what they get when I call in, anyhow. A little self-deprecating humor.
Yes, of course.
It's like a number after the World Trade Centers when you guys were in it, and I called in and you started for some reason smash me, and they go, "Oh, we're back."
Yeah.
Was that how we got back into the jokes? Going after Voss?
Probably.
I always wondered what the first one was.
Yeah, you got back into real jokes.
As he said, after the World Trade Centers.
Yeah,
all of them.
There's a lot of them down there.
Yeah.
the jokes and the riddles and then the wacky games. That's when it all started up again.
Did we have wacky games back then?
Oh, we always have wacky games, don't we?
All right, I'll give him that one.
Yeah, wacky games.
All right, Rich.
All right, well, listen, everybody hanging out. Well, that's it.
Riddles. People got riddles.
Yeah, I guess we
got riddles.
We did
too.
a riddle. We did a riddle segment, Rich.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Please, yeah, whatever you did.
Riddles.
Riddles.
Horns in your hat.
Old you.
Riddles.
Riddles. What else do you call them? Riddles.
When was the last time riddles meant anything to anyone?
We're on Dixie cups.
Right, yeah.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right, Rich. Thank you, brother.
Remembering Patrice O'Neal, his greatest moments on O&A.
Yeah, we were just talking about horrible movies that come on the Sci-Fi Channel. The Sci-Fi original movies are so utterly bad. The special effects are terrible. Is Debbie Gibson in that?
Yeah,
that Debbie
Lorenzo
Gibson?
Lamas, and there's Mega Shark.
Mega Shark versus what?
The name of the movie is called Giant Octopus versus Mega Shark.
They couldn't even give Giant Octopus a cool name. They just called it Giant Octopus
versus Mega Shark.
Versus at least Mega Shark is kind of
cool. And you know
what?
Here's the great thing about sci-fi. They have an all-day theme. It'll be 20 movies, but it'll all be there's spring break shark frenzy.
You guys missed this. You got to see what happens to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Mega Shark
jumps out of the water and bites it in half.
Mega Shark is biting the Golden Gate Bridge. Mega Shark is giant. Because I asked, because Patrice said Mega Shark jumps out of the water and eats a passenger jet. And I'm like, how could a shark fucking get that high up?
Mega Shark, man. And the dude looked out the window and said, oh, shh. And the shush was, the it was cut off.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. How did Mega Shark get it?
Mega Shark is the shit.
Well, what about Giant Octopus? Just got a plane
Don't fuck around with Giant Octopus either.
Deborah Gibson. Yes, Debbie Gibson's in that. Oh, just bit a fucking destroyer.
Octopus wins every time there.
I don't know. Mega
Shark has no arms.
They showed a guy looking out the plane window and Mega Shark just ate the plane.
Every Saturday, if I'm not fucking working,
I gotta see this movie now.
I'm watching Sci-Fi's original programming.
You know what fucks me up about Sci-Fi's programming, their original programming too? They depend so much on CGI, but they have the worst people doing it.
Worst.
It is amongst the. I've seen indie films that have no budget that must have had some talented computer guys that were able to do some pretty decent CGI. This is so fucking bad. You can't even get into it. Like, first of all, a flying jet airliner nowadays, I could do it. I could do it on my Mac and make it look like a fucking jet airliner. That looked so bad. What's wrong with these fucking?
I'm laughing because I'm thinking because I'm so into these, but I hate them with with all my heart. They do rip-offs. Their version of it'll be like the Terminatrix.
Oh no!
And it'll be a fucking or Star kinda Trekkie, and it'll be Lorenzo Lamas, fucking Bruce Boxleitner. They had one called recently. It was a new one that just premiered. The premiere of
world premiere.
It was a western town in the old days in the 1800s that was attacked by New Age aliens.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So they had to fight them with, but it was Sci-Fi Network.
So it's not
done.
Cool. Yeah.
And they had to fight these things with their fucking. Their 6-shooters and they fucking homemade bombs and shit. It just
who else is in a lot of those? What's his name? Lou Phillips Diamond.
Lou Diamond Phillips. But he's in a good show called The Cleaner now.
Diamonds because
no, that's
Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah,
Holy shit! My fault.
Hey,
yeah.
Rennie from GenericShow.com writes, Opie, the company that makes this also makes the movies that rip off blockbuster movies like Patrice was saying. The company made Transmorphers.
Transmorphers? I'm telling a rip off.
And they do part 2s of movies that were good.
Right, and to completely fuck them up.
And they just turn them into, and they had another one, who was in it? What's the guy? He used to be Ken... Oh man, big guy, kind of big. He used to be an action guy, pretty known back in the day. But it was a movie called Cobra Giant Cobra versus
They like the versus.
what's the dragon? Giant Cobra versus Komodo dragon. Versus.
It's got to be a versus.
It was versus.
That's like Ali Frazier, man. Ali versus Frazier. Footer has one too that he saw. Footer.
Lizard
Bee.
Hey.
Hey, there was one that I was flipping through and I saw, and it was just, it was Rock Monster or something. And I don't know how you would make a Rock Monster cool anyway, but all this was like the side of a mountain would come alive and just fucking start eating people.
And they don't even try with the names. It's like, it's called Rock Monster.
It is what it fucking is.
Monster. I got to ask, though, what's the excuse that people use that they need to get close to Rock Monster?
Is this Rock Monster?
Because all you would have to do is stay away from the fucking mountain, and
Stay around for the mountain.
and you would
Stay
never
away.
get eaten.
No, you know better than anybody. Being a hiker, that you have to hike, and you're near the mountain.
Right.
And next thing you know, the side of the mountain, it's a man.
Oh, shit, that guy.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Giant Cobra. I'm looking at Giant Cobra. And that was the guy that was in Eddie and the Cruisers. Michael Paré.
Michael Paré, yep.
Yeah. He was in Eddie and the Cruisers.
But
and now he's doing one of these.
But if you're into movies, right? If you're into movies, is it the fucking the fact that everybody's a bad actor? Is it because it's a bad movie?
Yeah.
Or would these people be good in The Godfather if they were in it?
Well, they probably would be good in a real role.
Maybe in a real role.
Some of them, anyway.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at some of these actors. Every single person on the screen, I go, I've seen them. I've seen them in stuff. I could not fucking tell you what, except for Michael Paré there.
Why would you ever look for any of these movies on DVD? It just said, look for it on DVD.
It was one. You know who was in it? Michael Gross, recently. 100 million years BC, where they sent a team back.
And someone fucked something up and fucked the future up.
And to find Philadelphia, to find the people that did the Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah.
They sent them back in time to find them. So they found them. And Michael Gross, what happened is he had to be the only one who sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
A giant Tyrannosaurus Rex went through the machine with everybody else. And you know who the star of the fucking movie was? And he walked around with a bow and arrow the whole show. Was the kid that was in Blue Lagoon with Brooke Shields.
Oh, really?
It's not Willie Ames, but it's
Willie Ames is
Christopher Atkins. It was so bad, but I seen the movie twice. I can't stop watching the bad sci-fi movies all day.
It's hysterical. You're just sitting there watching
marathons all day. I get mad because I don't like the wizard movies, but I do like when it's a fucking.
Is the dialogue good?
It's the worst because it's all like you said. It's all CGI,
Right.
And they'll have it'll be a frog. It's always an experiment.
You think?
Experiment gone awry.
You think some of these big stars they get cast for these movies like, oh fuck, the concept's great, it's fucking.
And then they realize what it is.
And they do all their acting because they can't see the special effects, and then they finally see it for the first time and go, holy shit, I'm in a piece of shit movie.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna green screen you in over here.
Right.
Just look up here, like, and they're probably picturing these effects are gonna look like fucking
They're
amazing.
all thinking Jurassic Park, like
they don't know that the movie. I think
what I'm
that
saying.
do they know if the movie is going to be
going
shitty
right to
or not?
sci-fi? Do you think they know that?
That is a great question, man.
I bet you they're thinking state-of-the-art special
gonna be
effects.
good.
This is it.
If
for
I
this.
get a fucking
this is your
script,
big
though.
movie.
Next thing you know, they show a big giant shark biting the Golden Gate Bridge in half, and you're like, oh,
and you're
fuck,
calling your
career
family and
suicide.
apologizing.
If I get a script, right? If I get a script and the script says giant octopus versus mega shark, I gotta know it stinks.
I would say this better be
Why?
the working title, motherfucker.
Think of some of the other crazy movies out there that ended up becoming huge
No
blockbusters.
good movies have fucked up titles.
Yeah, I guess.
Godzilla versus the
What
Sea
about
Monster.
Jurassic Park?
That's a fucking shitty movie.
What about
Not when I was
Jurassic
fucking
Park?
8.
That's a great fucking name.
That's a great name before you know that the movie was going to become a
Hindsight
huge
2020.
hit.
No, Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic
You heard
Park
is
Jurassic
a great
Park.
name.
Nah,
man.
Jurassic
You
Park
think?
is good. Yeah. I think Jurassic
Because
Park's
the
good.
sci-fi movies would name it Dinosaur Forest.
All right, you know what? End the fucking argument. One for Patrice. How do I come back from that?
You ain't watching Dinosaur Forest?
It's stupid.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's go with a few more then, Patrice. Fuck, I got to think of a couple movies now.
Damn, that's a good one.
Because I watch these movies, they're always named stupid, man.
Sci-fi, yeah.
Think of it like Jurassic Jurassic Park movie.
Wait.
They're bottom line people, man.
Why can't
Bottom
we think of
line.
any other ones?
Sci-fi.
I was just gonna go with basic shit like Godzilla, King Kong, but
those are
yeah,
shitty
I
movies
know.
anyway. You gotta think of like some good sci-fis.
Danny
knows
one?
some good sci-fis.
Yeah, you must know some sci-fi. No, a movie that became huge, but if you looked at the title, and then Patrice will explain why the title was always great and how it would be
Jaws.
How about like Star
Trek.
Jaws? He's got Jaws.
Teeth.
Just teeth. What would all right?
Wait. Let me tell you something. There's a movie that they have about evil attacking fucking birds. You know what it's called? Caw. No, Caw.
All right, what would sci-fi call Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Oh, all right. Thank you.
I got one.
Go ahead.
They go Alien Mountain.
That's a good name. Alien Mountain.
Aliens are visiting us.
All right, we're gonna put you to the
Or
test.
they would name it to the sound of the doo doo. It would be called doo 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 doo. Sci-Fi Network stinks.
5 alien notes.
Yes, alien notes. They Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a great.
Yeah.
All right,
It's fucking great.
we got Matt in West Virginia. Patrice Iron Man.
Steel dude.
Fuck, that's what Matt had too. Steel guy.
Steel guy.
Matt had Steel guy. Very good.
They suck.
Did we do Star Wars yet?
Oh no,
Star Wars.
Galactic fighting.
How about the Terminator?
Now they had a term and they called it robot hunter.
I was going to say robot killer from the future.
Okay.
I'm telling you, yes.
All right,
yeah.
robot killer, and then in parentheses from the future.
From the future.
How about this one? A newer movie. Thank you, Steve Nolan, Madison, Wisconsin. Cloverfield.
That's a good one. They might call it Cloverfield. Cloverfield might be a sci-fi channel named.
Someone said New York Monster.
It's not far off.
Oh, is that fucking good? New York Monster.
Close Encounters. Rex writes Mashed Potato Mountain. I'm trying to think of other ones. Someone's got Mars Attacked. Mars Attacks. Right, Nick? Mars Attacks?
Mars Attacks.
Planet of the Apes is pretty much Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like Planet of Apes. They'd probably take that out of it. Planet of Apes.
No, they would call it Simian Wars. This is sci-fi. We'll call Planet Apes Simians versus humans. Mars Attacks would be Red Chaos from Beyond. It's awful.
They have to use the word beyond a lot, too.
This is a tough one. 12 Monkeys.
12 fucking monkeys.
12 Monkeys was a good movie.
Eek, eek. I'm telling you, and that's no bullshit. I'm gonna get a job naming these fucking movies.
Oh, shit.
Did we do Aliens?
Eek, eek.
Did we do Aliens?
No, Alien or Aliens? None of the Alien movies.
A lot of Alien movies out there, Patrice. What do you think? Sci-fi. What would they name that?
Man.
Alien.
An aliens concept.
That's a tough one. That's too basic to begin with.
That is rough.
See what they would do with aliens is some of these movies they don't name the concept. They'll name the place where the concept is happening. So if it's an alien type movie and it's happening, say on a boat, they call it Alien Boat. And am I bullshitting though? Am I bullshitting? They'll call it Alien Boat.
Alien
It's
Boat.
a great bit. How about The Matrix?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
The Matrix.
Cyber runners.
Cyber would be in it.
Cyber has to be in it because that's
Cyber would definitely be in it. You know what? Ready? And it'll be nice and Cyber Chaos.
Someone just put
cyber chaos.
No. Someone just wrote, "Help, I'm trapped in the computer." Oh, shit, I'm sorry I missed your name. That's fucking funny, man. Help, I'm trapped in the computer.
And the follow-up called, "Your bullets are slow."
How about? This already sounds kind of sci-fi. Back to the Future.